Hello. My name is Tej. I'm from New York. I'm a father. I'm a husband. And I am a superhero. I have to say it twice. I am a superhero. You don't have to clap twice. And I promise, before we leave tonight, I'm going to share my superpower with all of you. But first, I want to share with you what I said at Stand Up for Passion 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I stood in front of all of you at the French consulate. And I said, hello. My name is Tej. I'm from New York. I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. So what could have happened in the last 10 years that made me say I'm an imposter to now saying I'm a superhero? Well, let's look at the facts. My name is still Tej. I'm still from New York. I'll always be an entrepreneur, but I've learned it's not healthy for me to tie my identity to my profession. My wife, Erica, and I, 8 years ago, had a beautiful boy. His name is Milan. And this year, Erica and I will celebrate our 15th wedding anniversary together. Thank you. But none of that fundamentally changes an imposter to a superhero. So I watched my video from 10 years ago at the French consulate. It's very good. Janet, thank you. It was very nicely edited. And I'm very proud of the imposter speech. I think I sent it to 10 of you before tonight. But watching that video, you would never be able to tell the pain, the suffering, the darkness that I was going through in that moment. It's a darkness I hope none of you ever experience in your life. But unfortunately, and statistically, we know probably about 20, 25 of us have suffered from mental illness. Some of you may be suffering right now. And you will viscerally understand what I felt 10 years ago on stage with you. I had no energy. I'd wake up every morning already depleted. It was like I was wearing dark sunglasses all the time. I never made eye contact with anyone. I didn't even look at the sky. Complete and utter darkness. And in that darkness, my mind started telling me on repeat, I'm a loser. I'm a failure. And I don't deserve to live this life. It's difficult to even say. I never said it out loud, really. In my moment of weakness and darkness, my own mind was telling me I don't deserve to live. My own mind became my own worst enemy. And after the imposter speech, which Arnaud told me would make me feel better, it didn't. It got worse. It got way worse. Every day was darker than the previous day. And I didn't think there was going to be a bottom. But luckily, there was a bottom. And I remember when I recognized that the recovery was starting. It was Thanksgiving, which is my favorite American holiday, which is my favorite holiday, hands down. And I'm with my family out on Long Island, the people that love me the most. And I'm hiding my pain. I'm ashamed that my wife or my parents might know that my mind is saying these things to me, that I could be so cruel just to myself. And in that moment, I lost myself. I was a shell of myself. I didn't even know how to act. And in a moment of panic, I decided to pretend. I'm going to behave like I used to behave in other Thanksgivings. The fun guy, the cousin, the son, the husband. And I realized that in my behaving in this fake way, I was being an imposter of myself. I wasn't copying anyone else. I wasn't trying to be anything else. I was envisioning what a healthy version of me could be. And this concept of being an imposter of myself was empowering. Next morning, I woke up, still depleted, and decided I would start making very deliberate and simple decisions. Do I want to wear a blue shirt or a red shirt? A blue shirt? Wonderful. Why? Because I want to. Next day, do I want to walk or do I want to take the subway? I'll walk. Wonderful. Why? Because I want to. Because I want to became a very powerful tool for me in my recovery. As I started to build myself back up and my confidence returned, I realized that the trick to getting what I want was knowing what I want. Knowing what you want is the trick to getting what you want. So what foundationally changed in that 10-year journey of depression and recovery? Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. The imposter is the superhero. The imposter always was the superhero. And what is my superpower? My superpower is that I get what I want. My superpower is that I get what I want. The hardest part is knowing what I want, and the easiest part is the hard work it takes to get it. Let me say it again because it's counterintuitive. The hardest part, knowing what you want, requires the least effort. The easiest part, getting what you want, requires that you work harder than you've ever worked in your life every single day from this moment forward. Because that's what it takes to be a superhero. So tonight, in front of all of you, 10 years later, I'm going to demonstrate that superpower. I'm going to share it with all of you, the magic you talked about. And I know it's pretty bold saying I'm a superhero coming up after an astronaut. Thank you, Arno. So, first, I want Stand Up for Passion back in New York. I think we accomplished that. Thank you. Second, I want our friend Arno to feel like a superhero tonight. And all of you can help with that. Third, Erica, I want to be a more romantic husband. And I want to be a more present father. And most importantly, I want to be Tej. Thank you, Stand Up for Passion. Welcome home.